my reviews for romantic-based films. Here's my review for the icon for and which today also being the 10th anniversary of Whitney Houston tragically passed away. I'm doing my review for her acting debut film, and that is of course the 1992 classic The Bodyguard. Now this movie was of course directed by Mick Jackson. I always accidentally keep calling him Mick Jagger for some reason. You also have Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, and obviously Whitney Houston is really good in this. Of course, the iconic song of "I Will Always Love You" is pretty much one of her one of the most iconic songs in movie history. Now, if you guys don't know much about the story here, it stars Whitney Houston as this pop diva named Rachel Martin, who has like this stalker whose obsession has like risen to the level of disturbing threats, and so at the urging of her manager, hires this Secret Service agent named Frank Farmer, played by Kevin Costner, and of course as her bodyguard, and of course they are Smith one another and all. And as they spend like more time together, and they become more closer. I mean, it's a really decent film. It's really charming. Surprisingly enough, the film does not have a great review. It literally has like a, I kid you not, this movie actually has like a 34% on tomatoes, which I'm always shocked. I mean, I was always shocked when, to know that this does not have the best reviews. But and it also did score a couple of Razzies, but it's still a really decent film worth checking out. The chemistry between both Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston is so iconic. They really play off each other really well. I mean, this is a movie that was actually scripted. Like, believe it or not, the movie is actually scripted by Lawrence Kasdan. Of course, the same writer behind Empire Strikes Back. So just wrap your heads around that. Now, this is actually a film that was supposed to be made back in the 70s. That was supposed to have Steve McQueen and Diana Ross. But I guess that never really came to fruition until like years later. And so now, of course, and in the late 80s and 90s, when Houston became like a really global sensation, and so they decided to have her give her her first ever acting gig with The Bodyguard. And I gotta say, she actually was really solid, especially for someone who didn't really have much acting abilities or anything. She really shows that singers could really folks like when he's in, Cher and even Lady Gaga show that they're not just capable of singing. Like, singers could really do great when it comes to acting, and Whitney Houston really showed that here. And you also had some other really decent, cast members too. Like, you also had Bill Cobbs was also in this, Mike Starr. You had some other really cool supporting players, but but of course, the performance by Costner and Houston will pretty much always hold up. Those two, I mean, it was also really nice when during Houston's funeral that Costner was one of the guest speakers. That was really nice to listen to. But that aside, this is a really solid movie. One of the most iconic songs in a film today. I mean, it's a really decent movie worth checking out. So if you guys have never really seen The Bodyguard, which of course they all set to do a remake of, so wrap your heads around that one. But you can probably find our Vudu Prime Video. Give it a go, it's a really decent one. Let me leave you guys. Have you ever seen the Whitney Houston classic, The Bodyguard? If so, what star were you a fan? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Drop comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more notification. This is Tim Movies, and signing off.